Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to critique and comment on Lang Lang's performance of Scott Joplin's The Entertainer as recorded for the video game Gran Turismo 5. Before we begin, I'd like to bring to your attention that The Well-Rounded Pianist, which is my subscription website, is having its Boomer Appreciation Month. So if you are a baby boomer, that is between ages 60 and 78, and you would like to learn piano in an online format as me with your personal professor, I upload new content virtually every week, and you will be on a newsletter list to see what new uploads I do every week. By the way, I upload much more on The Well-Rounded Pianist than I do on YouTube. If you are a baby boomer, listen to this. This is a great deal. You get 20% off the lifetime membership at The Well-Rounded Pianist, plus 2 free 45-minute lessons with me on Skype. So that's a fantastic deal. Also, if you're not of the baby boomer age range, either younger or older, you're welcome to sign up also for 20% discounts on the yearly and lifetime memberships at The Well-Rounded Pianist, but you won't get the 2 free lessons. The reason I'm doing this is because I myself am a baby boomer. I just turned 60 this year, and I am at the lower end of the baby boomers. I was born in 1963. I believe it's 1964 is the cutoff. So anything from ages 60 to 78, you will get a 20% discount on lifetime membership plus 2 free 45-minute lessons. That is quite a deal. So I would take advantage of that. Okay, so now let's start with the topic on hand, Lang Lang. I'm just reading from Wikipedia here, just in case you're not familiar with who Lang Lang is, which is probably a very small percentage of the people in the musical community. But Lang Lang is a Chinese pianist who has performed with many major orchestras around the world and appeared at many leading concert halls. Lang Lang is considered by many as one of the most accomplished classical musicians of modern times. I also remember I listened to an interview with Gary Graffman at the Curtis Institute of Music in Philadelphia, where Lang Lang studied at a very young age. And I remember it's very impressive. The very young Lang Lang sent a recording to Gary Graffman of, I think it was like all the Chopin etudes or something crazy like that. And he was accepted instantaneously into the Curtis Institute of Music, which is basically just a place for child prodigies. So Lang Lang has since graduating from the Curtis Institute, has gone on to perform numerous recitals with all the major orchestras in the world. He is a controversial artist. He is sort of like, you either love him or hate him kind of guy. Or serious classical pianists often will make fun of him because of his antics on stage. That doesn't bother me so much, but it's really the sound that he's producing that I listen to. I very much like some of Lang Lang's recordings. He's an excellent pianist. And just to let you know my qualifications, I've been playing the piano for over 50 years now, 53 years to be exact. And I've been teaching piano to some extent for a total of 40 years. And I've been, over the last 15 or so years, prominent on YouTube. And if you would like to listen to some of my Scott Joplin recordings and haven't yet, I would invite you to do that. I'm considered by many today to be one of the leading interpreters of Scott Joplin and classic ragtime. It's no surprise also that my style is very pure, and if you listen to the Lang Langs, you can't get any more different than Lang Lang's performance of The Entertainer and my performance. Well, my many performances. I probably have at least 5 of them on YouTube now. But you know, when I discovered that Lang Lang actually recorded some Scott Joplin, I was shocked. So I went and listened to it, and I was more shocked from what I heard. So here we are, off to the races. Let's try that again. I'm gonna go back. Okay, let's. It's a very grotesque kind of introduction here. Grotesque, not in a bad kind of way, but sort of he loves to emphasize the first note. Very animated kind of approach. My approach would be more of a straight approach, but that's Lang Lang. So let's hear what Lang Lang does next. Okay, so you can hear that he loves to do these accents at the beginning, and then he tapers them off. Something like that. What I just did, of course, it's not exactly what he did, but something similar to that. And then he also loves to bring out these bass lines. Let's see. Yeah, he has, and he even goes down an octave. So he really bum bum bum. Loves doing that. It's fun, but is it Joplin? Let's see. Little romanticism. Then he has this, so he has a pedaled approach. It's a pedaled approach. Then he goes to a non-pedaled approach, so he can bring those bass notes out below. It sounds almost like a percussive effect, almost like the music of Prokofiev. So he's making Joplin sound something like, maybe like Prokofiev or something like that, if you can imagine that. Okay, he's starting slow and he's kind of gradually getting fast. And then you'll hear he does these little embellishments, which are amusing. And the correct notes are G, A sharp, B. I think he plays wrong notes. Those aren't the right notes. They're wrong notes. Lang Lang plays wrong notes. Okay, so we have. So hear that. I prefer just instead of doing that. I mean, there is some sense of amusement with his approach, but it's not really true to what Joplin wrote. Joplin said and thought that his music was classical music. So I'm wondering, for the other, it said in the Wikipedia article about his Gran Turismo recordings for the video game that he also recorded Beethoven Sonata Number 8, Prokofiev Sonata Number 7, and something else. I'm really wondering, would he do all this with that kind of music? So I don't know, because I haven't listened to them. Maybe you can tell me in the comments below, but I think that if he were to do all this crazy shit with, excuse my French, all this crazy shit with Joplin, you'd think that, well, he would want to do this also with Beethoven and Chopin and Prokofiev and all other composers too. But does he? Does he really do that? Does he take a Beethoven sonata and do what he's doing to Joplin? Does he do that to Beethoven? Could you imagine if he did that? Or if not just Lang Lang. Lang Lang might be able to get away with that, like with a Beethoven sonata. But if anybody else were to do it, if some Joe Schmo pianist came along and totally bastardized Beethoven's sonata with a bunch of accents and pedals and things that Beethoven didn't write, well, why is it okay for Lang Lang, but why is it not okay for everyone else? See, if I had come along and played the entertainer like this, people would be thumbs down, they'd be laughing at me. But with Lang Lang, for some reason, it's okay. So I'm just wondering about this double standard. It's always puzzled me as to how people of this degree of fame can do anything they want and get away with it, and it's perfectly fine. Another wrong note. And this is not interpretation. This is actually a wrong note that he learned incorrectly. So when you get to the last two measures here, the correct notes are those, but he does something like that. He doesn't play the D. More wrong notes by none other than Lang Lang. It's funny, you know, that the first time he does that little ornament, the first ornament sounds like a mistake. So the first time I heard that, I thought, that's a wrong note. It sounded wrong. But then the next measure, it sounded like a real ornament. So I knew that the first one was intended. What I'm trying to say here is that if Lang Lang is watching this video, Lang Lang, you need to practice your ornaments, because you need to make it as good the first time as you did the second time. So anyway. I like that. Yeah, it's a little agogic delay. I kind of like that, actually. Not bad, but I wouldn't do it, but it sounds fun. This is fun music. It's fun music for a video game. So that being the case, it really shouldn't be the entertainer. It should be, you know, the video says the entertainer. It should be the entertainer / arranged by Lang Lang. If they would have done that, he would have been off the hook. He wouldn't have been criticized like I'm doing now. But since it's labeled the entertainer, it really is not the entertainer. So let's see what he does next. He also has wrong notes here too. He does this, but it's this. It's that. I know it's not a big deal. It's just a different inversion of the C chord. But Joplin didn't write that. Do pianists change what Beethoven wrote? Do pianists change what Chopin wrote? Do pianists change what Liszt wrote? No, they do not. Why is it okay to change Joplin? It's not okay. But it's fun anyway. So let's hear what's going on next. There you go. Jesus Christ. More wrong notes. A, F, E, D, D flat. What does Lang Lang do? Lang Lang plays. Lang Lang plays A, G, F, E, D flat. That is totally wrong. More wrong notes by Lang Lang. It would have been nice to have a repeat there. He probably just did that because they needed it under a certain number of minutes or something. But I would definitely do another repeat there. He's doing all the other repeats, so why not do the repeat in the trio section? It should be, he does. It's kind of neat, a little triplet in there. Not easy to do. Da, 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 da. Okay. Play again. Okay, it's humorous. It's humorous what he's doing here. He varies his articulation a lot. Notes there. It should be. But he goes. That's kind of neat. Then he has this slang. So, all right. So my impression of this is, and once again, I'm not hating on Lang Lang. So don't leave nasty comments below. He can play anything he wants. He can do anything he wants. He's Lang Lang. But I have the right to critique it. And this kind of playing it's fine. It's okay if you want to do this, but but like I said before, you wouldn't do this in the classical composers. You wouldn't do this in Schubert, would you? Yeah, if I just came along and took an impromptu of Schubert and just thought I could just do anything I want. The first Opus 90 impromptu. I mean, what if I came along and did that? I mean, I think that's the most artistic way to do it. People just wouldn't want that. That's not what Schubert wrote. Schubert wrote this. Okay, he didn't write this. He didn't do that. So why do it in Joplin? Lang Lang's a great pianist. And he can do anything he wants. If you're a pianist, you can do anything you want to any piece of music. You will not be arrested. You will not be handcuffed and put in jail. This is different than like a plastic surgeon. If I were a plastic surgeon and I decided, oh, I'm going to have fun with my client today, and I'm going to do a facelift, but I think that they'd look good with another eye in their forehead. So I'm going to make a three-eyed monster out of my patient for the fun of it. You can't do that. You can't do that as a doctor. You can't do that as a lawyer. You can't do that as any kind of a health professional. You can't do that in any other field. But music, if you take music, you can do anything you want to any composition, and you will not be arrested, you will not be handcuffed, you will not be put in jail. You don't even need a certificate to teach piano. I could be a lawyer. What if I set up shop and called myself an attorney, and I had a fake diploma on the wall that said I was an attorney? I mean, I'd be put in jail. But anyone can be a pianist. Anyone can be a piano teacher. Anyone can do anything they want to a piece of music if it's published. I can do anything I want to anything here in this Schubert book, and it's fair game. But do we want to do that? Do we want? I think that it's more important to uphold integrity and to strive for the kind of sound and performance that the composer would be happy with. So imagine if Joplin were living today and he heard this performance of Lang Lang. Would he be very happy with it? I mean, he might like it. I don't know. Like, I like it in a certain way. It's nice and novel. It's a fun approach. He does some fun things with the music. But it's really not Joplin. It's not Joplin at all. It's actually Lang Lang. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this video. And once again, the Baby Boomer special is going now. It's Baby Boomer Appreciation Month. and you can sign up for lifetime membership, Learning Piano with me on the Well-Rounded Pianist, and you get 2 free 45-minute lessons if you are a baby boomer. So thank you for being a baby boomer, and also thank you for not being a baby boomer for everyone else. Thank you for viewing this video, and until the next video.